Hello everyone, Paper Spock here, and I have decided I am going to try to do more caramel caramel and see if I can beat it. I don't think I'll try for as long as I did last time, so if you're watching and you see that this video is like, I don't know, 20 minutes, that might just be because I just decided to do 20 minutes rather than however long I did last time. I think I did a little over an hour. And so here we are. Okay. I feel like I'm remembering stuff I learned last time. Hasn't been horribly long. It's been a few days. Less than a week, though. So, I feel pretty good going in here. And I'll feel really good up until the moment I die, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, I forgot everything. Or maybe that. Maybe that kills my confidence. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, Okay, I'm way closer to the edge of the screen than I'd like to be. Okay. Ooh. Uh, I tend to... It's not a sound I make often, even when I'm playing games on my own, but for some reason, when I am doing this... Oh, shoot. I didn't get the heal like I wanted. Because I forgot about that. It's good to remember. But anyway, when I'm on my own... Right, so the strategy was to just kind of hang back and avoid the shots. And, yeah, I'm sure I could get a lot. Ooh, the red bean killed me. I kept trying to move backwards, and that didn't pan out. But okay, we're gonna give this another go. Alright. But anyway, back to me going, ooh, that's not a sound I make when I'm, like, not recording videos. For some reason, doing this has brought it out in me. I don't know why, but it has. Just kind of like how calling things cute last time got brown out and me like, oh, I was trying to be too cute there. Like, I don't usually use that very often. But last time I was like, this is my new favorite phrase, I'm going to say it a bunch. Ooh, okay, like, yeah, there. That's an example of me getting too cute. I was like, oh, I'm going to fly right in front of this, and that was another example of me trying to fly in, get a little shot and get rid of it, but no. No, I either collided with it because I wasn't smooth, or it exploded before I could do what I wanted to do. Either case, not a good call on my part. So, it's interesting to try to think about what to talk about when I'm doing something like this, because like I've said, okay, they're the green guys who shoot little green pellets when I destroy them. There's the little space fish missiles. There's the little turrets. I can comment on them every time, but I don't know that that's particularly compelling. You know, this is a form that I'm kind of exploring a bit more. Usually most of my videos I make are more puzzly, so there's like a thought process, and not that there's no thought process here, but it's not necessarily one that I articulate in my head as much. There's kind of more reacting to things. There's planning, but the planning. Ooh, okay, I got distracted by talking there about random stuff. I should probably focus a little more. Okay, part of me wants to do like this next run. I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to be dead silent, and I'm going to win. And then I'll probably be dead silent, and I'll probably still die, and then it will be less entertaining. And I don't want to do that. I do want to entertain you, whoever you are watching this video. I don't know exactly who watches these videos. I know a couple people who I'm fairly confident regularly watch, or semi-regularly watch, but outside of that, I don't really know who's watching. And yes, I am making sure to drink plenty of water. That is a guess at someone who's drinking. I have a friend who really enjoys hydration a lot, and I have another friend who also watches these fairly often, I think. And you know, if you're someone who just occasionally watches, I'm totally happy with that too. I just kind of do these for my own fun, and if I don't think I'm having fun doing this, I just don't upload them. Like I had a good stretch of... Oh, I forgot to I forgot. That's not something super automatic. But the rest of that, I was kind of just operating on autopilot. I can't even remember if I've been hit. This isn't good. Uh, I'm trying to take a moment to reset my brain. To dodge. Not stay all the way up against the wall, so that I have a little more room to dodge back and forward and such. Ah, you're about to fly away. Very good. This is where the little yellow beams, not beams, balls, the little yellow scary balls appear. Um, oh, no, that was not good thinking. Okay. So you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna be silent this next round, and mostly silent. Okay, that was... I thought to myself, dang, I am really doing better when I do this, and then I died, because I distracted myself by thinking about, hey, oh, I'm doing better. So that wasn't... I mean, I think that's not a bad play, but I don't want to regularly do that, as I said. I'm gonna give you something to listen to. Um, I'm trying to think of a subtle way, like, be like, oh, I think this person's probably listening too. And I guess for them, I would say, go Gators. So, my shout out to the two people who I think fairly frequently, maybe don't always, but I think they fairly frequently watch my videos. Or at least they've told me on multiple occasions about watching my videos, so that there's a higher than average chance they're watching. Let's take the bottom path this time. Those little green guys remind me of a Mega Man enemy. They're kind of like similarly cylinder-shaped, where they're thicker at the top and bottom, a little bit thinner in the middle, and they go ahead and they kind of move in a bit of a similar pattern. I can't remember if they fire shots. It's been a while since I've thought about them. I haven't played a Mega Man title too recently in which I fought them, because I did boot up, I think, Mega Man 5 the other day, and I played through one of the stages, and I think I just barely managed to get through it. It was some kind of, I feel like, space gravity theme. Hopefully I'm right. It's not like there's horrible consequences for me if I'm wrong. I know that, but, like, I want to be right. I want to be correct. There's such a robot master. I know there's a Gravity Man, I want to say, in 9 or 10. I think 9. I really loved Mega Man 9. It was one of my first Mega Man games. Because I got very excited about the Wii Virtual Console. Because I got to try out all these old games I wasn't able to try before, because before the Wii Virtual Console, you'd have to find them used, and I didn't have a Super Nintendo or anything like that. And I again forgot to photograph that one enemy that's good to photograph. Too bad. Okay, we go enter dodge mode. Just kind of thinking about... I could be firing. As soon as I said I could be firing, I take damage. Maybe I don't fire. It just adds visual noise to the screen, I think. It doesn't just. It kills beans. And if I kill beans, I have a chance to not run into them, because I destroyed them. And that's good. That's what I ideally would have happen. I'm going to try the upper path here. Oh, shoot. Okay, gonna try to run over this way. Keep doing dodges. Gonna go over this way. There was another yellow blob. Okay, I am at the end of the level. And I'm supposed to watch out. And I know I need to photograph this egg to open it up. But I think I might need to... Yeah, very good. Okay. I'll hop under it. Those two green blobs came in to intersect. And I tried to dodge around them. That didn't work out so well. Because I ended up dodging into a place where both of them were colliding. Maybe I could have gone up? I'm not sure if I had the headspace to. Okay. I also noticed I didn't get a high score that time, which I am not using my flash photography much. One of the interesting things in this game, in terms of the meta-narrative of UFO 50, there's something about the camera aspect being scrapped from another game. I'm curious what that would even look like. Like, what other kind of game would I use? Because it didn't sound necessarily like it would have been a shooter that it was used in. I can't remember. Maybe after I die or win, I'll leave win open as a possibility, even though I don't see that as likely just yet. I think I've got to get to the end boss a few times, and then when I get to the end boss a few times, I'll start learning it a bit better, and then maybe I win. Oh, you Mega Man enemies. Except not actually, but you know, the ones who remind me of Mega Man. Okay, this hasn't been too horrible, I say, and oh my gosh, I thought I stopped firing just in time, but I didn't. Dang it. Okay, we're gonna just not fire. I'm gonna remove my right hand from the gamepad, so I can't even fire if I want to. I also, ooh, and that didn't totally work out for me. I mean, I may get to the end, but I don't have a way to heal. If I don't have a way to heal, I'm dead in the water, and if I'm dead in the water, I was starting to sound like if you give a mouse a cookie, wasn't I? Yeah, I'm not liking this round very well, but I can maybe get a little experience against the boss. I don't think I can beat it. I want to know if I'm damaging it. It's not entirely clear to me that I'm damaging it when the egg opens up. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to open and go through, then... Yeah, that's good. Moment of truth. Ah, I am doing damage. Okay, I'm also taking damage when I'm not paying attention. I'm still not on the leaderboard because I'm not going for score, but I don't really need to go for score here. I just need to get to the end, because the best thing a score will do for me is give me an extra life. And what do extra lives let you do? They let you start from the beginning of the stage you're on. Now, do I intend to play stage 2? I mean, once I beat the boss, I'll probably check it out and see what it's like, but I'm not currently planning on going for the gold cartridge on this, so I don't need to beat the game, I just need to beat this stage, try to get it garden complete. And maybe someday, if I really, like, go back to this game in a big way, because right now, I don't know how much of this game I'm going to actually beat. I like the idea still of going for the, for all garden gifts as a thing I do for this game. I don't know I'll actually do that, but, like, me making this video is me trying to work towards that goal. And, if I manage to do it, it'll be a little easier. So that'll be good. If I do that, okay. Little tiny shot here, little tiny shot there. I get the heal, okay. I go up and around, I don't want to do anything, I don't want anything to do with them. Okay. Damn it. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got through that. We didn't get through it fine, but we got through it. And that's better than not getting through it, I guess. Okay, we're going. Dang it! Dang it! I did not line up. I'm gonna see what notifications I got on Discord. It seems as if I have accidentally turned on all notifications for a channel in Discord. Uh, oh, that's not ideal right now. I've turned on all notifications for a fairly busy channel in the Discord I'm in. So yeah. We're taking this from the top. And like I said last time, I think one of the reasons I don't like this genre is the auto-scroller nature of it. And, like, I think if it were harder, I would be even more repulsed because I'd be dying all the time, but also if it were harder, then this repetition wouldn't seem as pointless, because there's certain parts where, like, I mean, I occasionally will, like, get really distracted and take damage during that first part, but it's... Don't be distracted is not a fun challenge. Like, I mean, I guess there are certain games where you're, like, watching security camera footage for little minor changes. That is a game that... damn it. That is a, game that exists out there. It could be described in that way. Okay. I don't love dying in that tunnel. I really don't love dying in that tunnel. Oh, right, I was gonna maybe back out to the menu. I've been trying to keep this all in game. Well, I can't remember how I ended last episode, if I backed out of the game entirely or not, but I've started both episodes already loaded into Caramel. But that's interesting, because I was joking about it last time, about how you could say Caramel or Caramel, or alternate them to really be funny, but honestly, I don't have a super strong connection to either. Like, I feel fine saying either. Caramel sounds normal, sounds natural. Caramel, maybe that one does sound a little less normal for me, but it doesn't sound horrible. And I might... Okay, this is going to be a funny one. Probably not many people know this. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Probably a lot of people know this. I don't know what percentage of my people who are viewing this are going to know this, but there was a Snickers commercial where they had the Snickers song. Thank goodness I didn't totally destroy that. But anyway, the Snickers song, they sang caramel instead of caramel. It was something like, happy peanuts soar over chocolate-covered mountaintops and waterfalls of caramel. So there, I think caramel. And that was a pretty fun song. I liked that commercial. There was this moment where the guy in the commercial, like, tapped his guitar to the rhythm. I was like, oh, I like that. That elevates it somehow. So I've managed to just go on about the Snickers song, I guess. It's interesting the things your mind turns to when you're just trying to talk. I'm just trying to, though, stay alive right now, because this part, historically, I'm quite good at taking damage during it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I was right at the boss. I had full health. I got crushed. And now my soul is crushed. Okay, yes, we're going to... This is the menu. But if you've never played UFO 50 before, this is what the pause menu for all the games look like. And this is the selection of games, but we're going to look at the lore. So, Caramel. Really, I think I prefer Caramel with that spelling. But I know people say things differently, and I even lean towards Caramel, probably, in most cases, but Melon got a new camera and is going on a galactic adventure to try it out. This is now my 26th most played game, with 1 hour and 48 minutes. So there's 25 games in this. I've played more than an hour and 48 minutes, so you can see I've really liked playing UFO 50. Secret photos. Most enemy types photoed 6. Most secret photos taken 2. Is that when I get the special little blubs that I can shoot for points? Okay, I'm not doing that. To give a gift. Okay, so the camera ability was lifted from one of Chun's cancelled project, a side-scroller called Photo Mom. Okay. Yeah. Is Photo Mom maybe a play off the word photobomb? I do like that intro screen in terms of how it reminds me of Star Fox, even though I'm not personally a big Star Fox head, which, I mean, probably makes some sense, because Star Fox is kind of like the 3D version of this, and I'm also not good at Star Fox. I also never really owned Star Fox, so that is also a factor. I played the little demo of it in Smash Brothers Brawl. That was cool how Smash Brothers Brawl let you go off and practice and play at certain games. Maybe I did get it on the Virtual Console, I don't know. I was talking about that earlier, and I think I got distracted. But I played so many games, so many classic games on the Virtual Console for the Wii, because that was really the first time that you were able to do that and play classic games in some Nintendo officially sanctioned type way. Okay. We are in a pickle because I entered this tunnel too late, which is something I generally haven't done. Okay, we got our heal. Everything is hunky-dory. I'd love for that to power me up somehow, though. Okay, we're gonna... Ooh, that was almost not good for me. Don't know why I don't like this. Don't like this one bit. Don't like this portion. I am bad at dodging. I would love to beat... Oh, you stupid, stupid jelly bean. Okay. So now I probably don't win the boss battle. I mean, I probably wasn't going to win the boss battle regardless, but I get less practice at the boss battle. Now I'm... Oh. That was not a good... not a good look on my part. Okay, I'm going to peek and see how long I've been going. I've been going 20 minutes. Less than half of what I did last time. Okay. Very good. I don't think... I was thinking in my head, can you kill all the enemies? And I was kind of trying to do that, but then I remembered this game is branching paths, and... Oh... I'm getting myself distracted by thinking about things I don't need to be thinking about, but... Oh, sheesh. You know how earlier I said I don't die in the first part? Well, I managed to do it for you all today. So... sheesh. Okay, as I said last episode, let's not get cute. I was getting cute there. I was like, I'm gonna shoot all the enemies and focus on killing all the enemies, and then I didn't focus on the enemies trying to kill me. So we're gonna get down here, we're gonna take them out. They don't seem to shoot sideways. If you can get level with them, they're not a threat as long as you're staying level. I like how you get kind of these diagonal charge hula hoops? I don't know what to call them. Probably you don't call them hula hoops. Except for I do. I like the average person not probably settle on hula hoops. And maybe they're like sonic rings. I like how I can, like, reflect that. Oh, what did I... I didn't quite see what happened there, except for the fact that I collided with something I shouldn't have collided with and I took damage. Okay. Very good, I get the heal. Do I keep the heal, though? Probably... I shouldn't say probably. I'm maybe at a 50-50 shot. Absolutely don't like this dodging I have to do here. I wish this weren't part of it. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of felt like that was coming. I mean, if I felt like it was coming a bit sooner, I probably would have dodged it. But, yeah, I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm trapped here. I'm in a little bit of a nook. I don't think I can get up in time or down in time, and then I didn't get up or down in time. And I'm gonna crash intentionally, because I took damage there, and I want to... I know I can get through this trivially. I don't want to, like, make things harder for myself for no reason. So we're gonna go and try this again. And I sure am proving... Oh, what did I do that? I'm gonna keep playing this time. I don't like stopping. I am sure proving my... I mean, it's just trivial for anyone to prove, because they could just, like, intentionally play bad, but I'm not. I swear any badness in my gameplay here is a combination of the fact that I'm distracted because I'm talking, and the fact that I am not good at this genre. This is not a genre I have great familiarity with. And so, yeah. I might be able to pull off the heal here, though. If I do, then I will save myself time. If I don't, I will have wasted time. You know what, that's fine. Okay, it turns out I pull off the heal. And then I lose it immediately, but I lost it after, so I'm not happy with that, but I can be okay with it. Oh, dang it. I am playing later in the night than I did last time, and I am drinking some water now. Okay. Good little gulp of water break. I could tell my throat was getting a little dry. What do I do here? Okay. This is also... I wonder how niche of a video this is. I really liked UFO 50, and I know it definitely had its fans. It reviewed well. But I don't know quite the size of its audience. Because then... I mean, people aren't probably randomly searching out this video of this game they've never played before. So, if you're watching, you've probably played UFO 50 or know me personally. Because if you know me personally, maybe you'd check it out. So that's who I'm imagining is watching this. Unless for some reason something happens that draws attention to my videos that they otherwise wouldn't. I don't really expect that to happen, but like, ugh. Not what I wanted to see happen. But like, you know, if for some reason someone was to decide to check out my videos for some other reason, then maybe you'd see it. But probably if you're watching, I either know you personally, or you've played UFO 50. And if you've played UFO 50, then why are you watching this specific video? Maybe you like watching someone struggle, overcome the challenge, but you know, most people try to watch someone who's really good at something. But I suppose that this is kind of a first playthrough. I mean, I've played UFO 50 before, played a lot of the games. I've even played this game before, but I just haven't played it enough to really find success in it. I liked what I did there. I'm not sure I like what I'm about to do, but I don't know what that is yet. Ooh. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Crisis averted. Ooh. Oh, golly. I don't think that does anything for me, because I think I was at full health. Unless I forgot about taking damage, which, honestly, that would be kind of funny. I'm trying to keep an eye on the attacks, find holes in them. I did not succeed there. Dang it. I really struggle with that. What? Huh? I thought I was not in line to collide with that. I thought I was in line to shoot it. I thought I was maybe further to the left than it seems that I probably was, even by the fact that I died. Okay, we're gonna shoot at you. Now, getting back to my earlier conversation, what games did I play on my Wii? I mostly remember Super Metroid. I know there were many, but I played Super Metroid. I eventually did play some of the Mega Man games. But I would, like, regularly check to see what titles were going to be added. I'd get online, I'd look, I'd get all excited. I would try out some stuff that maybe I wouldn't have tried out otherwise, because I was like, oh, this is kind of unique. Or, oh, it's this game that they're managing to sell to me. For some reason, I don't think I actually got ActRaiser, but it would be a game like ActRaiser. ActRaiser, if you don't know, this is going to be funny because I don't fully remember exactly how ActRaiser works. Because I've heard how it works. I maybe even watched someone play a bit of it once, but it's not something I have a good, firm, strong memory of. So, I'm not horribly qualified to be telling you about ActRaiser, except for the fact that I have decided to introduce ActRaiser into the conversation. And, ooh, okay, that wasn't good. I need to dodge. I need to focus on dodging. But ActRaiser. So it's this, like, top-down strategy type game. Oh, jeez. And, it also has side-scrolling elements, so it, like, is a mixture of, like, Mario and Civilization, except probably actually not like either of those games, but, like, very vaguely. Oh, yeah. Very vaguely. It's a platformer, and I think maybe... Was it a strategy game? Was it a real-time strategy game? I think it's a Square Enix title. And I think there might have been a remake recently. Could be wrong on that, but I have a vague memory of maybe seeing something like that. But like, oh, I know one that I did try. I did try out Star Tropics because of the Wii Virtual Console. And I tried out Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom. I crashed intentionally there the second time because I wanted to iterate. The first hit was definitely not what I was going for. It was definitely sadness. But I played Star Tropics and Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom. Can't remember how... I didn't get too far in that, but I really loved the idea of that game. It's like a first-person point-and-click game where you're like in a kingdom of vegetable people. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is fun to kind of see a first-person adventure-style game on the NES, because that was on the NES Virtual Console. And then, Star Tropics, if you don't know it, is this kind of Zelda-like, but you're playing as a kid with a yo-yo, or has some other funny name besides a yo-yo, because yo-yo is one of those things you don't expect to be trademarked, and then boom, it is trademarked for some reason. So something star, well, I don't think it was Morning Star, but it had star in its title, and I just shot the heel, but I think I'm at full health anyway, so did it really matter? Probably not. Okay. Ideally, I would figure out how to time that. Try to... Because the problem here is once I get this far back, it's difficult for me to advance forward without taking damage. Oh, I really didn't like that sequence. Okay, good. Good. Go away. Thank you for going away. So now we're gonna... We keep moving... Oh, that paused the obstacle! That paused the obstacle. I didn't know I could pause the obstacle. Okay, I just did a lot of bold movements to kind of get myself through the level. Alright, No, darn it. I wanted to move up or down, but then I realized I was in the tunnel. And I was like, okay, I gotta shoot forward and try to get through fast enough, and then I did not. There's that little bit hanging down. Maybe if I would have gone down a little, I could have gotten through, but ultimately it didn't work. I kind of think it's interesting the things they decide to keep in UFO 15 and the things they decide to abandon, because a real game of this era probably would have struggled to have so many sprites on screen. Also, of course, those games weren't widescreen back then. It's an interesting kind of invention to have these games take so many conventions but then leave others behind. But I think, I think they decided to go to move what was fun and interesting versus what was not fun and interesting. And making the games 4-3... I don't know that I fully agree. I think 4-3 games can be pretty interesting in their own kind of way, because they limit, in a side-scroller, they limit what information you get in here. I'm glad for more information, but they do limit information in a way that kind of can cause you different sorts of strategies and different sorts of framings. I feel like I'm getting sloppier as it gets later at night. I probably should call this quits fairly soon. Me trying to get the most easy accomplishment in this game, though, turning into a 3-part series where the episodes are going to be like, first episode's 1 hour. I don't know how long this one's going to be, but it's probably it's definitely going to be over a half hour. It has to be more than 10 minutes since I checked, and so I've been going for 20 minutes. So there is that. Okay. Take out these, take out those. Swim down here. Go like that. Hit those. I don't think I take this path here that often. I think I do take the lower path occasionally, but it's mostly later on. Okay, we're gonna get the little Mega Man guys. Whenever I think Mega Man, I think, oh yes, I was telling my story about how wonderful the Wii was. There is something I've left out that I haven't gotten to, which is WiiWare. Because they would, have these bespoke, often kind of indie games for the Wii, but they'd slow drip them. So you get, 2 or 3 games every so often, so put a lot more focus on those games than you do nowadays, because, Nintendo digital storefronts just have so many games on them. It's amazing, but it also means that there's not quite as much quality control, but there's a lot that can be. I shouldn't say that's good, but in a way, it means you do get to see a wider variety of things, and I think that's good. Oh heck, I actually did a full health there, and then I distracted my way out of it. Okay, this is where I died last time. I navigated it better, though. Okay, I am going to get to see the boss. I like that I'm going to get to go see the boss. I'm going to start charging so I can maybe try to shoot it with my other beam. Heck, I didn't pay attention at all to what was falling. I like getting back to the boss, though. Oh, but thinking of WiiWare titles that I liked, World of Goo was, amazing. I still think about that game, and it's an amazing soundtrack, and I think the soundtrack was just songs that one of the devs had made before, but they were like, you know what, it would go great in this game, and they were absolutely right, it went amazing. And I downloaded that soundtrack, because the soundtrack was a free download. Maybe it still is, but it definitely was back in the day. They had it on their own website, and there were extended versions. And some of those extended versions had these sections that absolutely did not belong in the game, and I understood why they didn't make it. Also, they went kind of hard. I was like, oh my gosh. Why do you have to go all dramatic and cool? That would have been cool in the game, but also, not fitting for that one particular use. Because there were dramatic songs in the game. They found places to use them. Oh, but World of Goo was great. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles had a couple spin-off games on there. There was My Life as a King and My Life as a Dark Lord. And My Life as a King, you're sort of just like this little king wandering around his castle in Castletown and sending out adventurers to go fight his battles. And I enjoyed it. I don't know that I'd enjoy it now. But back in the day, I was like satisfied doing that. And it was kind of interesting trying to build up your town a little bit and of the city development, but also the party development, because you were trying to like provide amenities for little adventurers so they could go off and do things adventurers want to do. And then My Life as a Dark Lord was a interesting sort of what's it called? Tower defense. This kind of 2D tower defense game. Think half, if you've played Fallout Shelter, that sort of layout, except it was a giant tower. And you'd place various monsters in it, and then the heroes would try to attack it. So that was cool. I liked that game. I maybe don't remember it quite as well as My Life as a King. Well, the little king you played as in My Life as a King, it was a very cute little character design, but I think that's mostly just the aesthetic of Crystal Chronicles. What else was there on the Wii Virtual Console? Oh, not Virtual Console, WiiWare. There was Maboshi Arcade. Maboshi Arcade were these 3 arcade-style games that you could play by yourself, but you could also play them at the same time as other people, and they had little tiny ways of interacting with each other. That was pretty cool. That was some fun little bits of game design. I appreciated that, except I didn't have anyone to play the other parts with, so it was like me fiddling around with the controls trying to play for multiple people. Or maybe they had a single-player mode where the CPU would take on some of the other tasks. Okay, I'm going to enter this with full health. Do I deserve to keep it? I think I deserve to be able to keep my health, but I don't think I usually manage to keep most of my health. Yep, nope. I struggle. I struggle at finding the dodge patterns here. And this next part I also struggle with, but not as much as this part. This part's usually, I think, where I probably die. So, let's check the time. Okay, we're at 43 minutes. So maybe I probably was at a half hour when I said that earlier, but maybe I wasn't. Not quite sure how long ago that was now. I had not intended to do as long as last time, but I kind of think that might end up happening. No! Okay, we're gonna take a sacrificial hit to restart. Oh, I just thought in my head, what if I try 2-player mode? I think this game still gives you the Garden Gift for 2-player mode. The question is, would I be able to use that in any meaningful kind of way on my own, without a friend? And I think the answer is no. I think I would just absolutely confuse myself if I tried 2-player mode. Because I think what would happen is I would be juggling back and forth, and one of my ships would die while I wasn't paying attention to it. And it wouldn't really get me much further. It might get me less far, honestly. But what other games did I first play on the Wii? There were a lot of games. Like, Wii was great about introducing me to games because of both the Virtual Console and the indie stuff going on at the time. You know? I think I said Super Metroid earlier. That was one of the biggest SNES games that did not come to the Game Boy Advance, and I think it would have been tricky to adapt the controls to the Game Boy Advance. Maybe they could have done it, But oh my gosh. Can't believe I found my way through that launch pattern. Oh my gosh. How did I do that? Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna take damage, and oh, I took damage twice. But that was a long time coming with those two dodges. Those were kind of situations I shouldn't have found myself in. I remember one time when I was playing this game, last video, I tried to hide above the cookie, and that was mostly working out for me. I'm starting to think, was I onto something when I did that? I don't know. I think I probably was not onto something when I did that. I think that was probably a scary, risky move. Because the cookie flies up, and how do you dodge it? I mean, maybe there's a consistent way of doing that. Maybe it's worth trying, because that part is giving me a lot of grief. The egg, though, you know, I have to deal with the egg regardless. It's not like I have to deal with the egg because of how I'm doing this. That was a little scary, what I just did there for me. Okay. No! I gotta remember, hold my fire at the end of this segment. Because I wanna, yes, get my health back. Okay, we're just gonna... Okay, we're gonna just hang up here. What? Am I really getting away with this? What the hell? Okay, this is maybe a little dangerous. Ah, darn it. Okay. Honestly, though, I think maybe I found the strategy. I think I can perfect that better than I had perfected my earlier technique. And I hope the devs knew that was in there and decided to leave it in to be nice. That's the story I like the most. I'll take it regardless. Like, maybe I'm getting one over on the devs here. I don't particularly care if I am. Okay. So I think I wanna... Okay, gonna bounce here. Oh, oh, there's so many things going on. So tricky. So, something interesting in the high scores is the second highest score is credited to Mom. And we just learned that the original game this mechanic was going to take place in was a game called Photo Mom. And I wonder if that's like a little illusion. I also know that Photo Mom, thinking about it, that's a 5-letter word and a 3-letter word. That should add up to 8 letters, which means it could be used as a code. We're going to try that. If it's a cheat code, I won't be able to make use of it because I get things disabled. MO, nope, invalid code. But yeah, you don't get to use cheat codes and manage to actually also make progress. Like, you can use them, and if you're just playing the games for fun, you think that's more fun, yeah, the game will let you, but they won't let you use that to try to get the garden gifts or get the cherry or gold conditions. Essentially, achievements are disabled when you use the cheats, which seems to make sense to me. Okay. We're gonna get on top of things and behind things. Oh. We're just gonna hang down in this bottom corner. There's gonna be a bump eventually. gonna go up on the bump, go back down again. Let's kind of hang underneath. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think that's a very interesting solution. I mean, mostly because it's a little boring. You're just kind of hiding in your hidey hole to stay safe. And I'm not scoring points. So I'm glad I have a way of surviving. But also, yeah, I mean, I'm sure the devs were aware. I'm willing to take that trade-off. Okay. What the? Damn it. Need to stay open for longer, dude. Okay. I think... Okay, I'm gonna talk after this. No, okay. So I think I can manage to take 1 bar off its health every time. Number one thing I noticed. The number two thing I noticed is creating those scary green circles when it bounces. Those two things together are pretty helpful. I almost... Here's a funny thought. My funny thought is, what if that cheese I've discovered isn't intentional? And what if I upload this video having not beaten it, and then the devs go in and patch it so I have to do it the hard way? That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty sad for me. But that would also be pretty funny. That there's a tiny bit of me that, like, do I maybe not upload this till after I've beaten it so I can make use of that? But I don't think I do that. I think I upload it regardless of what the results are. Okay. But that helps a lot, honestly. In terms of anti-frustration. I am happy to have discovered this trick, as lame as it seems. Because this is not my genre. And, I mean, maybe it's not satisfying for you to watch. As soon as I say that, I've committed myself into trying to do the dodge the real way, because there is probably no good way to force through the crowd. But, damn it. I mean, I know I can do it, but... Oh, no. Oh, no. Part of me that for the principle of things doesn't want to do this, but... This is a challenge I'm doing because I want to get all the garden gifts in UFO 50, not a challenge I'm doing because I think it's a challenge. I shouldn't even say I don't think it's a good challenge, because I think it's a fine challenge for someone who doesn't totally... do I totally hate this type of game? Maybe I do. Maybe I actually kind of do. I love Dark Souls, and I have a similar game in Dark Souls where I get stuck and feel like I'm ramming my head against the wall when I'm fighting a boss. But it feels a lot more satisfying than this does. Like, when I manage to do something successful, it's not like, oh my gosh, that was awesome. It's like, thank goodness that's over. I mean, there's a little bit of thank goodness that's over in Dark Souls, but something about it scratches my brain in a good way, rather than this that just kind of makes me feel like, oh good, that sense of dread is gone, but now I get a new sense of dread. I'd love to have a better articulation as to why I feel that way. No! You can hit me like that? I didn't know that. Not very nice. Jeez. Okay. Gonna keep shooting. I'm running out of things to say. I mean, I had already run out of things to say when I started, but oh my gosh. So two things there. How did I fire two photos on top of each other? That's thing number one. Thing number two, oh my gosh, I can't believe I managed to... Right, I was going to try to get under it. Okay. Okay, good, good. I'm in my safe spot where I don't get any score, but I also don't have to struggle. Which I'm fine with. I feel a little bit lame doing it, but like I said, my objective is just very clearly to do one very specific thing. And, you know, I can do that portion. Just I can't quite do it with the consistency that I would want. Oh, hell. I'm gonna just... No, I can't do that? You won't let me do that game? Really? Oh, heck. Oh, yeah, that was not a... Because I realized there's a good chance a bean was going to come out of there, unless me standing there prevents it from spawning. That's kind of how the pipes in Super Mario Brothers games work, because if there's a piranha plant in them, they won't spawn when you're on top of them. Or at least that's how it works in Mario Maker. I think that's how it works in most Mario games, though, but... Oh, sheesh. I almost really took damage there. Okay, we're digging through this wall. And what are we going to do now? We're going to go down and get rid of that. Go up here, get rid of this. Hang back. Take out those two. Wait for them to pass instead of taking them out, actually. Shoot that one, dodge the other. Yeah, I'm going to go across here. Go up to dodge, shoot you, move into your spot. Hang in it for a cycle of the up-down movie thingy. A very, very scientific name I created there. The up-down movie thingy. Giant slab of... that wasn't my best gameplay. It is getting late. I do tend to record these late, so it's like not a... Last time I actually did record it like during daylight, but like this time, not so much. Okay. Just kill me now. Darn it. Yeah, this probably is going to be at least 3 episodes, but I've discovered something here that does make it more consistent. I've discovered a cheese that lets me dodge an enemy. Maybe I start reading guides for this. Maybe that's what I do between this time and next time. Well, I feel like I've done most of the smart things you could do, unless I've missed a major gameplay mechanic, which honestly, that's definitely not impossible. I do like how there's kind of a third button in this game, because there's a charged shot button. I mean, there's not directly a charged shot button, but when you are constantly firing, and then you charge up your shot, you let it go, and you get your charge shot. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool they've added a functionality that's like context dependent. Oh no, no, no. Okay, I'm gonna try to... I'm expecting to die here. But I'm gonna go ahead... Oh, huh. I was gonna go ahead and try to dodge the cookie the old-fashioned way, but then went ahead and just rammed myself into trouble by hanging at the top of the screen. Which where apparently You don't block the spawns. Is it donuts I need to take pictures of? Trying to figure out what makes the little explosion happen. That was not actually a photo of the donut in the background, but oh well. Okay, there's a donut. Oh my gosh, that's it. Take a photo of the donut and I make it explode into score. Huh, I learned something. I learned something I might have just read in a guide, which would have been a lot less interesting, but you know, like I said, I'm not engaging with this game respectfully. And it's not because it's a game that doesn't deserve respect for people who are looking for this sort of challenge. It's not a challenge I'm looking for. I'm playing this solely because I want the garden gift in UFO 50. But I'm not quite willing to... I don't think there's a way that I can cheat. But I don't think I would cheat if I could. Because that defeats the point. It's like, it's a specific challenge, but like, also... I feel like it's good to get the garden gift in terms of getting a sense of what the game has to offer. And, I did get a sense. Heck yeah. I like that. Oh no, I don't like that. What else can I take photos of? There's another donut. Yippee. Okay, we play well, we can get our health back. We can survive and get our health back if we play well. Okay, very good. Okay, we're using power photograph to knock that thing away. Okay, explode. I'll come in on the next cycle. Ooh, that was very scary. Okay, I'm gonna get the heal. Okay, getting down to the bottom right. That's a donut I can photograph. And I should stay shooting to handle the yellow thing when it appears. The yellow orb of doom. That one being was like, I'm really gonna make an attempt to attack you, but no, it doesn't get to. That yellow orb, though, could have gotten me. I wasn't prepared for it. Oh. I don't like all the yellow orbs. They make this game even harder. I mean, that's the point, right? Games should be challenged. And this isn't... I'm not saying this is a bad game. This is not a game for me. Okay, gotta wait. Oh no, why? No. Oh, heck. No! How could I have missed that so badly? Okay, up, no. I am pained. There's a reason. Oh, I'm over my time for last time. I am absolutely stopping here. Thank you for watching my soul get crushed into a million pieces. What feels like a million times. Oh, we get to watch the little opening credits thing. Wonderful. Anyway, thank you for watching. I probably end up doing this again. I want to get that win. I have discovered the cheese strategy for getting past that segment. I think it's a better story if I just gain the skill to get past that segment, but I'm gonna settle for the I'm gonna settle for the easy win of having found a little cheese strategy of where to hide. Oh, that's interesting. They used the little hula hoops, as I called them affectionately earlier, to break through those walls that had been weakened. That's cool. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. I hope you have a better one than I just did.